Hello, Marcus Lim here with Sam and Twitch. Now this is the collected in Origins hardcover format. And Origins is, you can think of it like image equivalent of a DC Deluxe Edition. So it's actually the same size. So this is a DC Deluxe Edition, right? You can see it's exactly the same size as a DC Deluxe Edition. Okay, and so it is bigger than the your standard comic book, right? So that's cool, right? So you get to see the artwork in a bigger format. And so this is book 1, okay, which collects the first 13 issues. It says right down here, issues 1 to 13 of the groundbreaking series. So originally published in the first issue actually came out, right? I actually do have the first issue, which I was showing you here. The cover is the first issue, right? Actually came out way back in 1999. And this is actually the only issue that I have of the series. I sort of got the first issue, but for some reason I didn't get any other issue after that. Okay, so now, what is it? More than 20 years later, I decided to rediscover this hidden gem. I mean, it has previously been collected before in a trade paperback format, right? But I think this is the first time that we've got this in hardcover. So, no dust jacket, right? Just the hardcover with the cover by itself. Okay, let's take a look. Sam and Twitch Origins hardcover book 1. Okay, and then you've got the contents, pencils, issue 1 to 8, issue 9. So 3 artists, right? First story arc, the Udaku storyline, and then there's a one-off, and then there's the Witchcraft storyline. All written by Brian Michael Bendis, and all the covers are by Ashley Wood. So that's an introduction by Todd McFarlane, which is, I don't think it's a new introduction. It's probably from the old trade paperback collection. But in any case, so we start with Udaku. Okay, Udaku. So the storyline that goes for issues 1 to 8. And that's the cover again, cover of issue 1. Alright, so the premise, well, there's Brian Michael Bendis doing a very hard-boiled detective noir story, right? Which features two of the most popular supporting characters in the Spawn universe, Todd McFarlane's Spawn universe, right? Sam and Twitch, Sam Burke and Twitch Williams, and here they get their own series. That's Twitch, okay, and even though it is set in the Spawn universe, this is pretty much a detective story, right? Which does have some, I suppose, influence of the supernatural, but by and large, right, this is, like right up there with any like hardboiled detective comic work. Although it does have a dose of horror, or should I say urban horror, and Spawn does make sort of like a very brief appearance, but that's about it, right? So, and that's exactly the way that Todd McFarlane wanted it, right? He wanted a hard-boiled detective noir story with a dose of urban horror. So that's how he got Brian Michael Bendis on board. So this is Brian Michael Bendis, right? Before his Marvel days, before his DC days. and a lot of people would say actually that he's actually the best when he's doing this sort of stories, especially with his dialogue. And the interesting thing here is there's no word balloons, right? It's all, so it doesn't obscure the artwork. So yeah, this is definitely something that you should check out if you are into this sort of, like detective noir feel story. With a dose of the supernatural. So here we are, chapter, issue 7 now, okay? You can tell that Brian Michael Bendis really loves his use of the double page spread. Look at that, it's a big double page spread. Which and also it can get pretty wordy because he is quite known for his spitfire, dialogue scenes. But yeah, this is pretty cool. It's definitely one of the best books that Todd McFarlane Productions has ever put out, in my opinion. And at the end, this whole mystery of who is Udaku, who is out to kill the crime family of New York City, and also there's a backdrop of corruption and everything. So definitely worth checking out, right? So that's the end of the first story arc. And then we get to issue 9, which is a one-off called One Really Bad Day, which feels a bit experimental. It's told from the point of view, first-person perspective. A poker game gone wrong, and then this guy sort of has to run for his life. It's all done first person, and along the way, Sam and Twitch show up, and a glimpse of Spawn. But yeah, it's just a fun one-off story, somewhat experimental. And then we get to the second story arc, which runs from issue 10 to 13, Witchcraft, involving these 4 or 5 ladies in the park doing some sort of witchcraft, and then their heads get impaled on the poles. So that's the mystery, what happened there. So again, right, this blend of the supernatural with the detective noir works really well. And you could even say there's perhaps a bit of maybe a bit of a X-Files vibe to it as well, right? The mystery. And the artwork, is nice. Angel Medina did the first story arc. This is by another artist. Perhaps this Witchcraft story is not as well known as the Udaku one. But in any case, here we get the extras, art gallery, and I don't think there's anything new in this collection in terms of extras. That's actually collected before, which from Brian Michael Bendis, which is actually comes all the way from here. Where is it? Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, it is. Blah blah blah. Yeah, here you go. Yeah. Right, collected from issue 1, the introduction by Brian Michael Bendis, and a bit of a making of. So these are all from the original trade paperback. But the good thing about this is, again, right, the deluxe format. You get to experience the story in the best possible way. And if you've never heard of this before, Sam and Twitch, right, is actually pretty old now, right? Like more than 20 years ago. This is a chance for you to rediscover this, in my opinion, one of an overlooked gem. Brian Michael Bendis in his early days, doing a really awesome detective noir urban horror story set in the Spawn universe. So there you go, Sam and Twitch Origins Hardcover Book 1. Hope you enjoyed this video. And please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.